So day 29 of the 30-day film challenge. A film that I didn't want to end. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to day 29. Yes, one more day to go. But I'm going to give you a day 31 just to be that little bit extra special on my part because I want to. But it's a 30-day film challenge. And here we are with the list. We're on day 29. So a film that I didn't want to end. So straight away, well, the never-ending story, of course. I actually managed to sue the production company for this film, for misrepresenting it. I'm buying a ticket for a film, I've gone in, and then after 2 hours the film ends, and it's called The Never Ending Story. If that's not false advertising, I don't know what is. But all jokes aside, no. Now, I've thought about this, and I cannot think of a film that I've ever watched that I've wanted to not end. In the sense that film's got a beginning, middle, and end. It just, nothing comes to mind where I think to myself, I really don't want this film to end. I want it to carry on and go on and on and on and on and on. I can't think of one, so I'm going to go to TV. And I suppose it's kind of, I suppose we could say it's, I don't know. Is it a film? Isn't it a film? Is it a TV film? It's a special. It's a TV special, and it is Doctor Who. All right, and what I'm really talking about here is David Tennant's final episode of Doctor Who. That's one thing that I can point to say I really didn't want this to end. As I was watching the episode, I didn't want it to end because I didn't want to say goodbye to David Tennant, because as the Doctor, he was phenomenal. He was my, or is my favourite Doctor. He certainly is. I think he was fantastic in the role. And I do remember I was looking at my watch, I was looking as this episode was coming to an end, and part of me was really hoping that there was a certain a rug pull that would be done in the episode, even though we knew that someone else had been cast and who the other person was that was been cast, and it was happening. There was part of me that was secretly thinking, I really hope it doesn't happen. I don't want to see him change. I don't want to see him change, and this sort of thing. That's how invested I was in Doctor Who at the time in 2005. Well, this was late into it's about 2010, 2011, something like that. But when Doctor Who came back in 2005, this is how invested I was for those first 5 seasons at least, until Russell T Davies and David Tennant departed the show. And I was in floods of tears at the end. I was crying my eyes out when this episode of Doctor Who aired, when he changed, when David Tennant said his "I don't want to go" line, and we don't want you to go either. It was said for the fans. So that's really all I can land upon. Really, is his last special. Is it filmic? I don't know. Does it count? Have I failed the question? I don't know. Maybe. But there we go. So, David Tennant's finale. That's all I can land upon. Not a film. Generally, TV shows are the ones that I don't want to end when they, are still worth carrying on. But there we go. That's it. That's me done for another one. And let me know yourself down below in the comments if there's a film, or you can go TV if you want, something that you didn't want to come to an end, you didn't want it to draw to a close. If there is a film that, I'd be interested to hear, because I can't pinpoint one myself where I can honestly say, I don't want this to end. Why did it end? I mean, you can say it for a series of films. I can say it for a series of films. You know, I didn't want this series of films to end. But that's a different thing. But while you're actually physically watching a film, I didn't want that film to end. Because everything has to have a beginning, middle and end. And all good things must come to an end. But there we go. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll be back tomorrow with my last day of these. Well, last day of the 30-day film challenge before I give you that one additional one. And the question is this.